Well, I've been reading stories for a few nights now, and I've already been getting a good response. But tonight I wanted to answer a question asked to me by one of my new followers. And she said, what was it that came up out of the well in the Jack and Jill story? Well, it was just a giant beast-like creature that looked like he was half bear and half giraffe. And he had great big hoofs on his feet, and he had great big hands, and his head stretched up 50 feet into the air. And he went running down that hill, ran right over Jack and Jill and into that town. And they weren't expecting something like that to come tearing through, and he raised ruckus for the better part of an hour. But the townspeople were getting together when he was raising the ruckus, and they made a plan. And while he was in the town raising the ruckus, they went down the pathway that the creature took to get into the town, and they dug a great big pit with their machinery and bulldozers and manpower. And then they covered that pit with thin straw, leaves, and twigs, so it just looked like regular ground. Then they ran to the edge of the town and taunted the creature until he started to chase them. And they all took off running towards that spot where they had dug out and covered up. The creature grabbed some of them and flung them around. Some of them smacked into the trees. Some of them flew 120 feet up to the air before coming smashing back down into the ground. He killed a lot of them. But when they got to that spot in the earth that they had dug out and they parted ways, that creature tried to stop, but he just couldn't. And he went a slipping and sliding all the way until he rolled right in through that thin covering on that hole and right down into that pit. Now, at the bottom of that pit, they had put spikes and sticks and all kinds of sharp stuff. So when he fell into that, he got stabbed through his neck and his throat. He got stabbed through his arms, and he sat there and bled to death. And he never came up out of that pit. And the townspeople were safe again. Thought I would just might clear that up.